Welcome, dear friend, to the Bedtime Lab, where we uncover gentle wonders that lull the mind into a restful slumber. Tonight, let us embark on a dreamy exploration of Stonehenge and its celestial mysteries. Nestled on the Salisbury Plain in England, this ancient monument has whispered secrets through the ages, and tonight we'll listen closely to its stories. As you settle in, feel free to share a little about yourself in the comments. Where are you tuning in from? Together, let's drift into this intriguing journey. Imagine the scene over 4,000 years ago when the first stones of Stonehenge were erected. Did you know that some of these mighty stones weigh as much as 50,000 kilograms? It's quite mesmerizing to think about how our ancestors moved these gigantic stones with only the simplest of tools. Speaking of which, here's something curious. The smaller stones, known as blue stones, were transported from the Preseli Hills in Wales, nearly 240 kilometers away. Can you imagine the dedication it took to haul these stones such a distance? Now, let me share something interesting about the monument's celestial alignment. Stonehenge is not just an ancient structure, it's a prehistoric observatory. On the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, the sun rises in perfect alignment with the heel stone, casting a magical glow through the heart of the monument. This alignment is no coincidence, but a testament to the builders' astronomical knowledge and their deep connection to the natural world. And here's a fascinating fact. Stonehenge's celestial alignments are not only with the sun but also with the moon. During the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the stones are aligned to capture the setting sun. This dual alignment suggests that Stonehenge may have functioned as a calendar, helping its builders mark the passage of time. Isn't it amazing how these ancient people used the skies to guide their lives? Speaking of lunar connections, did you know that the monument also aligns with the moon's 18.6-year cycle? This cycle, known as the lunar standstill, is a rare celestial event where the moon's path becomes most extreme in the sky. The builders of Stonehenge may have celebrated these lunar standstills with rituals and gatherings, marking these extraordinary moments in time with reverence and awe. Let us delve deeper into the stones themselves. Recent studies suggest that the blue stones of Stonehenge might have had acoustic properties, resonating sound in a unique way. Picture the ancient gatherings where sound would have echoed through the stones during ceremonial events. This idea opens up a fascinating glimpse into how the monument might have been used not just as a calendar, but also as a place of auditory wonder. And did you know that there are carvings on some of the stones? The carvings include symbols and axes, which may have been added long after the stones were first erected. These engravings provide a glimpse into the beliefs and practices of those who visited Stonehenge over the centuries. The intricate designs hint at a rich tapestry of ritual and reverence woven through time. The mysteries of Stonehenge extend beneath the ground as well. Recent archaeological excavations have uncovered evidence of a complex network of pits and post holes, suggesting that the site was much larger and more elaborate than we see today. This underground world hints at a landscape filled with structures and pathways, all part of the grand design. Now, let's transport our imagination to the skies once more. The positioning of Stonehenge seems to be linked to not just solstices, but also equinoxes. During these times when day and night are equal, the sun's path aligns perfectly with the stone circle. This balance between light and dark, captured in stone, speaks to the builder's profound understanding of the cosmic order. Here's another intriguing thought. The shapes of the stones themselves might hold significance. The towering sarcens and the smaller blue stones create a distinct pattern, perhaps symbolizing the harmony between the heavens and the earth. Each stone, with its unique shape and placement, plays a part in this celestial symphony. It's also worth pondering the social aspect of Stonehenge. Imagine the gatherings, the stories shared, and the wisdom passed down through generations. This ancient site was likely a hub of community, where people came together to celebrate and connect with the cosmos. The echoes of these gatherings still linger in the air, whispering tales of unity and wonder. As we gently wrap our minds around these mysteries, consider the enduring legacy of Stonehenge. It stands as a testament to human curiosity and the desire to understand our place in the universe. This iconic monument continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who visit, inviting us to look up at the stars and dream of what lies beyond. Thank you for joining me on this tranquil journey through the ancient world. As we continue to explore, remember that every stone and every alignment is a piece of a story that connects us to our distant ancestors. Let these thoughts cradle you into a peaceful rest, knowing that the wonders of Stonehenge and the celestial skies are always there, waiting to be discovered anew. Continuing our exploration of Stonehenge, let's delve into the unique craftsmanship behind this ancient marvel. Did you know that the builders used a technique called mortise and tenon joints to secure the massive sarsen stones? This method, still used in woodworking today, involves interlocking the stones to create a stable structure. It's remarkable to think that such sophisticated engineering was achieved so long ago, solely with stone and wooden tools. Moreover, the surface of the stones was carefully shaped by hammering them with sarsen boulders. This labor-intensive process not only smoothed the stones but also gave them their distinctive shape and fit. Imagine the dedication and skill required to transform these massive stones into the monumental pillars standing today. And speaking of craftsmanship, there's something intriguing about the blue stone's origins. Recent research suggests that these stones may have been part of an earlier stone circle in Wales, known as Won Morn, before being transported to Stonehenge. This discovery hints at a complex narrative of movement and reuse, where stones carried significant cultural meaning long before they arrived at their current location. The transport of these stones is an enigma in itself. It's believed that the builders devised ingenious methods using sledges and rollers to move the stones across the land. Picture the collaboration and ingenuity involved as communities worked together to achieve this monumental feat. It's a testament to human determination and resourcefulness. In terms of celestial connections, there's an interesting theory about Stonehenge's alignment with the Milky Way. Some researchers propose that the monument's layout mirrors the galaxy's bright band across the night sky, creating a terrestrial reflection of the heavens. Can you imagine standing among the stones, gazing up at the stars, and feeling that profound connection to the cosmos? The alignment isn't just limited to the Milky Way. Some scholars argue that the stones may also be aligned with bright stars like Sirius and Arcturus. These stars, among the brightest in the sky, might have played a role in the builder's understanding of the universe. This celestial mapping adds another layer of wonder to the monument's design. Let me share something about the surrounding landscape. Stonehenge is part of a larger complex of prehistoric sites, including burial mounds and other stone circles. This interconnectedness suggests a vast ceremonial landscape, rich with spiritual and cultural significance. It's as if the entire area was a sacred space, where the heavens and the earth converged in celebration and ritual. You might find it fascinating that the stones themselves have stories to tell. Through analysis, scientists have discovered that the sarsen stones contain fossilized sea creatures, embedded in the rock millions of years ago. These tiny fossils, visible upon close inspection, are a reminder of the deep history encapsulated within each stone. It's as if the monument is not only a testament to human endeavor, but also a chronicle of Earth's ancient past. Another intriguing aspect is the acoustics within Stonehenge. The circular arrangement of the stones creates a unique auditory experience where sounds resonate in an almost otherworldly manner. Imagine the chants and music that might have filled the air during rituals, the stones amplifying and carrying the voices of those gathered. This auditory quality could have enhanced the spiritual atmosphere, adding to the site's mystical allure. As we reflect on these wonders, consider the mystery of Stonehenge's purpose. Some theories suggest it was a place of healing, drawing people from afar seeking the curative properties of the blue stones. Others believe it served as a pilgrimage site, where communities gathered for important celestial events. Each theory adds depth to our understanding, painting a picture of a multifaceted monument. And here's a surprising fact. Stonehenge has connections to modern traditions. Every year, people gather to celebrate the summer and winter solstices, continuing the ancient practice of honoring the cycles of the sun. It's a beautiful testament to the enduring power of this site, bridging the past and the present in a celebration of life's rhythms. Thinking of these gatherings, we can't help but imagine the sense of community and shared purpose that must have thrived at Stonehenge. The monument's enduring legacy speaks to a universal human desire to connect with something greater, to seek meaning in the stars and the cycles of nature. It's a reminder that, across time and space, we are all part of a larger story. Finally, let us ponder the enduring mystery that Stonehenge embodies. Despite centuries of study, it continues to guard its secrets, inviting each generation to explore, wonder, and dream. As you drift off to sleep, let this ancient circle of stones inspire your imagination, knowing that the mysteries of the cosmos are always within reach, waiting to be discovered anew. Let me share something intriguing about the way Stonehenge was constructed. The stones are not all the same. While the sarsens are large and local, the blue stones are much smaller and come from much farther away. Isn't it fascinating that these smaller stones were transported over 200 kilometers from the Preseli Hills in Wales? This incredible journey speaks of cultural ties and the importance placed on these stones. It's as if they carried a piece of their homeland with them across vast distances to create something extraordinary. Have you ever wondered how the builders of Stonehenge might have charted the stars? The monument is aligned with the solstices, but it also has a more subtle celestial alignment. Some researchers think that certain stones align with lunar cycles. This suggests a dual purpose, tracking both the sun and the moon, which would have been crucial for an agrarian society reliant on the seasons. Imagine the knowledge and observation skills required to achieve such precise alignments without modern technology. Speaking of alignment, there's a theory that the heel stone, located outside the main circle, plays a significant role during the summer solstice. As the sun rises, it appears to balance atop the heel stone when viewed from the center of the monument. This visual alignment might have served as a signal, marking the longest day of the year and the zenith of the sun's power. It's a simple yet profound connection between the earth, the stones, and the sky. Here's something that might surprise you. Stonehenge was once surrounded by a circular ditch and bank known as a henge. The term henge actually refers to this ditch and bank rather than the stones themselves. This enclosure might have defined a sacred space, separating the inner circle from the outside world. It suggests that the monument wasn't just about the stones. It was about creating an entire environment dedicated to spiritual or ceremonial purposes. Did you know that the stones at Stonehenge have been rearranged several times? Through archaeological evidence, it has been discovered that the original configuration of the stones was not what we see today. This ongoing process of modification indicates that the site was continuously in use and adapted over centuries. It's as though each generation left its mark, adding layers to the monument's history and function. In addition to its celestial functions, Stonehenge may have served as a prehistoric calendar. Some experts believe it was used to predict eclipses. By using the circular arrangement of the stones, ancient astronomers could have anticipated these rare and powerful events. Predicting an eclipse would have been an awe-inspiring feat, reinforcing the monument's role as a place of mystery and wonder. Let's delve into the acoustics once more. Modern experiments have shown that a sound made within the stone circle can travel in unique ways, creating echoes and amplifications that might have been used for ceremonial purposes. Some believe that this acoustic feature was intentionally designed to enhance chants and music, turning the monument into a massive resonating chamber. Can you imagine the eerie beauty of those sounds, echoing through the ages? Interestingly, there are several smaller stone circles within a few miles of Stonehenge, such as Woodhenge and Durrington Walls. These sites might have been part of a larger network of ceremonial locations, each with its unique purpose. The proximity and design of these places hint at a broader cultural landscape, highlighting the interconnectedness of the region's ancient peoples. Another fascinating fact is the presence of carvings on some of the stones. These carvings, depicting axes and daggers, are thought to date back to the Bronze Age. They might represent symbols of power or protection, adding another layer of meaning to the monument. These images, carved into the stone, are like whispers from the past, sharing glimpses of the beliefs and values of the people who created them. Stonehenge is also surrounded by a rich collection of myths and legends. One such tale involves the wizard Merlin, who supposedly transported the stones from Ireland using magic. While this is a charming story, it speaks to the monument's enduring aura of mystery. The fact that people have woven tales about Stonehenge for centuries is a testament to its profound impact on human imagination. Did you know that the monument's layout might have been inspired by nature itself? Some researchers suggest that the arrangement of the stones mirrors the layout of local rivers and hills. This connection to the landscape could be seen as a way of harmonizing human constructions with the natural world, creating a balance between the built and the organic. As we consider these possibilities, let's not forget the role of Stonehenge in modern scientific research. The site has been a focal point for archaeological studies, providing invaluable insights into prehistoric life. Techniques such as radiocarbon dating and ground-penetrating radar have uncovered details previously hidden beneath the surface. Each discovery adds to our understanding, yet also deepens the mystery as new questions arise about this ancient enigma. Reflecting on these surprising facts, it's clear that Stonehenge is not just a collection of stones. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a marker of astronomical knowledge, and a beacon of cultural continuity. As you settle into rest, let your mind wander through the ancient pathways of Stonehenge, where the mysteries of the cosmos and the echoes of history converge in timeless harmony. Did you know that the stones used at Stonehenge are not all local? The massive sarsen stones which form the iconic outer circle are thought to have been brought from Marlborough Downs, about 20 miles away, but the smaller bluestones mysteriously originate from the Preseli Hills in Wales, nearly 150 miles from the site. Imagine the immense effort and ingenuity required to transport these stones across such vast distances without the convenience of modern machinery. It's a testament to the dedication and cooperation of the people who built this incredible monument. Interestingly, the journey of these bluestones might not have been purely physical. Some theories suggest that the stones were believed to have magical properties or ancestral significance, which might have justified their arduous transport. Perhaps the stones were seen as sacred, imbued with power that could only be harnessed if they were placed in a specific arrangement. This blend of the physical and the mystical adds a rich layer to Stonehenge's enigmatic history. Now, here's something you might find fascinating. Stonehenge has a celestial counterpart across the globe, the Great Pyramids of Giza. Both of these ancient wonders share a unique alignment with the solstices. This suggests a universal human fascination with the sun and its cycles, despite the vast distances and cultural differences. It's amazing to think that societies on different continents, with no known connection, independently constructed monuments that align with the same celestial events. Speaking of celestial events, did you know that the very construction of Stonehenge might have been influenced by astronomical phenomena? Some researchers propose that a solar eclipse occurring during the construction period could have inspired the builders to align the stones in a way that reflects this event. The awe and fear provoked by such a dramatic celestial happening would have left a lasting impression, potentially guiding the monument's design. Here's another intriguing thought. The builders of Stonehenge might have had a sophisticated understanding of geometry. The precise layout of the stones suggests knowledge of geometric principles, likely passed down through generations. This understanding would have been essential for accurately aligning the stones with celestial events and creating the harmonious balance that the monument represents. It's fascinating to consider how these ancient builders combined art, astronomy, and geometry to create something so enduring. And did you know that the very landscape around Stonehenge was carefully designed? Archaeologists have discovered that the avenue leading to the monument was aligned with the solstitial sunrise. This avenue might have served as a ceremonial path, guiding visitors towards the site in harmony with the natural world. The intentional design of the landscape itself underscores the builders' deep connection to their environment and the cosmos. Now, let's ponder the idea that Stonehenge could have been part of a larger ceremonial complex. Recent discoveries suggest that other nearby sites, such as the Cursis, might have been linked to Stonehenge, creating a vast ritual landscape. The Cursis, a long rectangular earthwork, stretches over 1.5 miles and might have been used for processions or ceremonies. Its connection to Stonehenge adds to our understanding of the monument's cultural importance in prehistoric times. Interestingly, some researchers believe that Stonehenge was not just for rituals and ceremonies, but also served as a unifying force for the ancient people of Britain. The construction of such a monumental site would have required collaboration and cooperation across different communities. Stonehenge might have functioned as a symbol of shared identity and common purpose, bringing people together under the vast sky and the watchful eyes of the stars. Did you know that the presence of burial sites around Stonehenge suggests a funerary aspect? Some of the earliest remains discovered near the monument date back to around 3,000 years BCE. This hints at Stonehenge's role as a place of reverence for the dead. The alignment of the stones with celestial events might have been seen as a way to guide souls on their journey to the afterlife, linking life and death through the cosmic dance. Here's a curious fact that might surprise you. Stonehenge has been the subject of many reconstruction efforts throughout history. Even in the 20th century, stones that had toppled over were re-erected to preserve the site's integrity. This ongoing process of restoration highlights our enduring fascination with Stonehenge and our desire to maintain its legacy for future generations. As we consider all these captivating details, it's clear that Stonehenge is not just a relic of the past. It is a living monument that continues to inspire wonder and scholarly inquiry. Each new discovery adds to our understanding, yet the sense of mystery remains, drawing us into its ancient embrace. So, as you drift into slumber, let your thoughts wander through the mists of time, where Stonehenge stands as a silent witness to the passage of ages and the eternal dance of the stars above. And did you know that some researchers believe Stonehenge might have served as an ancient observatory? Its alignment with the solstices suggests that it could have been used to track the movements of the sun and possibly predict eclipses and other celestial events. The precision with which these massive stones are positioned implies a deep understanding of the sky, one that might have been crucial for agricultural societies dependent on the seasons. Speaking of seasons, here's a remarkable detail: the heel stone, one of the most prominent features of Stonehenge, aligns perfectly with the sunrise on the summer solstice. As the longest day of the year, the summer solstice held great importance for ancient cultures. People might have gathered at Stonehenge to celebrate the sun's return to its highest point in the sky, marking the peak of growth and abundance in the natural world. It's interesting to note that Stonehenge's celestial significance wasn't limited to the summer solstice alone. During the winter solstice, the setting sun aligns with the central altar stone, casting a long shadow that would have been awe-inspiring to witness. This dual alignment with both solstices underscores the monument's role as a calendar of sorts, one that marked the turning points of the year with stunning precision. Now, let's explore the acoustic properties of Stonehenge. Some researchers have suggested that the stones could have been arranged to amplify sound, creating a kind of natural amphitheater. Imagine standing within the circle and experiencing a ritual or ceremony, the sound of drums or chanting echoing around you, heightened by the acoustics. This auditory aspect might have enhanced the spiritual experience for those who gathered there. Here's something you might find intriguing. The bluestones, brought all the way from Wales, are known to have a unique sonic quality. When struck, they produce a ringing tone, almost like a bell. It's possible that this property wasn't merely coincidental, but intentionally chosen to add another layer of sensory experience to the site's rituals. The sound of the stones could have resonated with the rhythms of the earth, joining the cosmic symphony of the skies. Consider this. Some archaeologists have proposed that the arrangement of Stonehenge's stones might encode a form of prehistoric mathematics. The distances and angles between specific stones seem to correspond with the lunar and solar cycles, as well as the geometry of the Earth itself. This suggests that the builders had an intuitive, or perhaps even sophisticated, understanding of mathematical concepts, allowing them to encode this knowledge within the very fabric of the monument. Have you ever wondered what the landscape around Stonehenge might have looked like in ancient times? Recent studies have revealed that the area was once a forested region, cleared by early humans to create a vast open space for the monument. The removal of trees would have dramatically altered the environment, symbolically and physically opening the site to the heavens, creating a sacred ground beneath the vast sky. Interestingly, the idea of celestial alignment at Stonehenge isn't restricted to the stones alone. Nearby, the Durrington Walls, an enormous Neolithic settlement has been found to have alignments with the sun and moon. This suggests that the practice of orienting structures in relation to celestial bodies was a widespread cultural phenomenon, extending beyond Stonehenge itself. Speaking of the moon, evidence suggests that lunar alignments may have been just as significant to the builders as solar ones. The cycles of the moon, with its waxing and waning phases, have long been associated with timekeeping and fertility. Some researchers believe that Stonehenge could have functioned as a lunar observatory, marking important lunar events and guiding agricultural and spiritual practices. One curious hypothesis is that Stonehenge might have served as a pilgrimage site for those seeking celestial knowledge. People from across Britain, and perhaps even beyond, could have travelled to the monument to observe the celestial events it marked. This exchange of ideas and traditions would have enriched the cultural tapestry of the region, making Stonehenge not just a physical landmark, but a centre of learning and spiritual growth. Did you know that the very act of building Stonehenge might have been a form of celestial worship? The construction process, with its communal effort and precise alignment, might have been a way for its builders to connect with the divine. By creating a monument that mirrored the cosmos, they were able to participate in the grand dance of the universe, channeling its power and mystery. Here's a fascinating consideration. Some researchers believe that the arrangement of the stones could have served as a tool for transmitting knowledge across generations. The alignments and patterns might have been used to teach young initiates about the movements of celestial bodies, ensuring that this vital knowledge was passed down and preserved. And finally, as we contemplate the enduring mystery of Stonehenge, it's humbling to think about the countless individuals who contributed to its creation. Each stone, each alignment, represents the labor, skill, and vision of people who lived thousands of years ago. Their legacy, encoded in the stones, continues to inspire and captivate us, a testament to the enduring human spirit and our unending quest to understand the universe. As you let these thoughts wash over you, imagine the echoes of the past mingling with the whispers of the stars, creating a lullaby for the ages. Let me tell you something truly captivating about Stonehenge. The stones themselves have a magnetic quality. Some of the sarsen stones are naturally oriented in the same magnetic direction. This magnetic alignment might have contributed to the site's significance, adding another layer of mystery to its already enigmatic presence. Speaking of mysteries, did you know that Stonehenge is part of a much larger complex of Neolithic and Bronze Age monuments? This includes avenues, burial mounds, and smaller stone circles, all intricately linked through both terrestrial and celestial alignments. It's as if the entire landscape was a grand tapestry woven with cosmic threads. Here's an intriguing thought. Some scholars suggest that the layout of Stonehenge could represent a microcosm of the universe itself. With the stones positioned to reflect the heavens, the site might have served as a model of the cosmos, allowing ancient people to visualize and perhaps even interact with the universe on a profound level. Isn't it fascinating to consider that the stones at Stonehenge may have been understood as living entities? In some ancient cultures, stones were thought to possess spirit or sentience. The act of moving and erecting these massive blocks might have been seen as a form of communication or negotiation with these stone beings, adding a spiritual dimension to their placement. And here's another surprising fact. Traces of pigments have been found on some of the stones, indicating they might have been painted. Imagine the vibrant colors enhancing the monument's visual impact, possibly highlighting specific stones or alignments important for particular ceremonies or observations. Have you ever wondered about the role of water at Stonehenge? It's been proposed that the nearby River Avon could have played a symbolic or practical role in the site's use. Water might have been seen as a conduit between the earthly and celestial realms, reflecting the sky above and serving as a ceremonial pathway. Speaking of ceremonial pathways, evidence suggests that Stonehenge might have been connected to other sites via processional routes. These avenues could have been used for ritual processions, guiding people from one ceremonial site to another, creating a network of spiritual venues tied to the celestial calendar. Here's an intriguing aspect to consider. The alignment of Stonehenge isn't only about the sun and moon. Some researchers propose that certain stones may align with specific stars or constellations, suggesting that the people who built Stonehenge might have been mapping the night sky, integrating stellar patterns into their sacred architecture. Did you know that the orientation of Stonehenge might have had practical agricultural implications? By determining the timing of solstices and other celestial events, the monument could have helped ancient farmers decide when to plant or harvest their crops, aligning their agricultural activities with the rhythms of the earth and sky. The idea of Stonehenge as a healing site is another captivating theory. Some ancient legends suggest that the monument had curative powers, and people might have journeyed there seeking treatments for ailments. The unique energy of the stones, combined with their celestial alignments, might have been believed to promote healing. Imagine this. The stones at Stonehenge might have been used to track the movements of Venus, one of the brightest celestial bodies visible from Earth. Venus's phases and transits were significant in many ancient cultures, and Stonehenge could have been a tool for observing its journey across the sky. Consider the possibility that Stonehenge served as a communal gathering place, where people from various regions came together to share knowledge and traditions. This exchange could have fostered a sense of unity and collective identity, with the celestial alignments providing a shared point of reference for diverse communities. Did you know that Stonehenge's stones could have been used as a form of storytelling? The alignments and positions of the stones might have symbolized historical events, myths, or legends, with their placement serving as a mnemonic device to help pass stories down through generations. Let me share something remarkable. Some researchers believe that Stonehenge might have functioned as a prehistoric observatory, not just to mark solstices, but to predict eclipses. The monument's alignment with various celestial points could have allowed its builders to anticipate these rare and awe-inspiring events, reinforcing their understanding of the cosmos. As you reflect on these facts, consider the profound connection between Stonehenge, its builders, and the celestial world. Each alignment, each stone, tells a story of human curiosity and reverence for the universe. These whispers from the past invite us to ponder the ancient relationship between earth and sky, and the timeless quest for knowledge and understanding that continues to inspire us today. Let these thoughts cradle you into a peaceful rest as the stars gently guide you through the night. Speaking of celestial alignments, it's fascinating to know that some archaeologists believe Stonehenge might have been designed to amplify sound. The way the stones are positioned could create acoustic effects, possibly enhancing the sound of music or spoken words during rituals. Imagine the echoes of ancient voices reverberating through the monument, intertwining with the cosmic harmonies of the stars above. You might find it intriguing that some of the stones at Stonehenge are pierced with small holes. These perforations could have been used to hold wooden poles or markers, perhaps to track the movement of celestial bodies across the sky. It's as if the stones themselves held the keys to unlocking the mysteries of the universe, one alignment at a time. Here's an interesting thought. The builders of Stonehenge might have used the stars to guide the transportation of the stones. The North Star, always in a fixed position, could have served as a constant point of reference, helping them navigate the landscape and align the monument precisely with the heavens. Can you imagine that Stonehenge might have been a theatre for the sun? During the solstices, the sun's rays pierce through the gaps in the stones, creating a dramatic display of light and shadow. This spectacle may have been part of elaborate ceremonies, celebrating the power of the sun and its life-giving energy. Let me share something surprising. There is evidence suggesting that the stones of Stonehenge were sourced from different locations, each with its unique geological characteristics. Some of these stones might have been chosen for their specific properties, such as the way they reflected sunlight or resonated with sound, adding another layer of complexity to the monument's design. Speaking of reflections, it's intriguing to consider that the surface of some stones could have been polished to reflect the sky. This might have created a mirror-like effect, allowing observers to watch the celestial events both above and on the ground, doubling the sky's beauty and connecting heaven with earth in a mesmerizing display. Did you know that the layout of Stonehenge aligns not just with celestial events, but also with other significant locations in the landscape? Some researchers have found that the monument is part of a larger network of sites, each one positioned in relation to the others, creating a vast, interwoven tapestry of sacred spaces. Here's an intriguing notion. The builders of Stonehenge might have had a deep understanding of lunar cycles. The monument's alignment with the moon's movements could have allowed ancient people to track months and seasons, using lunar phases to plan agricultural activities and ceremonial events. Imagine if the alignments at Stonehenge extended beyond the physical realm into the metaphysical. Some scholars propose that the monument served as a portal for spiritual or shamanic journeys, with the celestial alignments acting as a map for navigating the spiritual world, guiding souls on their journey through the cosmos. Let me tell you something truly captivating. Studies suggest that Stonehenge's builders might have practiced some form of early astronomy. They could have observed and recorded celestial phenomena, using the monument as a gigantic three-dimensional calendar to predict events like eclipses and meteor showers, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of the universe. Speaking of calendars, it's fascinating to consider that Stonehenge might have been part of a larger timekeeping system. The alignments could have been used in conjunction with other monuments to track longer cycles, such as the precession of the equinoxes, which is the slow shift in the orientation of Earth's axis over thousands of years. Have you ever wondered if Stonehenge was a place of pilgrimage? The celestial alignments might have drawn people from far and wide, seeking to connect with the cosmic forces believed to be concentrated at this sacred site. The journeys taken to reach Stonehenge might have been spiritual quests in themselves, guided by the stars. Here's a thought to ponder. Stonehenge's alignments might have been used to synchronize communal events. The precise timing of celestial events could have provided a shared schedule for ceremonies, reinforcing social cohesion and cultural identity among different groups, all united under the same sky. Imagine the monument as a stage for storytelling, where the stones and their alignments served as prompts for oral traditions. The celestial events observed at Stonehenge could have inspired myths and legends, passed down through generations, weaving together human history with the stories written in the stars. Did you know that some researchers believe Stonehenge might have been a place of initiation? The alignments could have been integral to rites of passage, marking the transition from one life stage to another, each stone standing as a witness to personal and spiritual growth under the watchful gaze of the cosmos. As you let these thoughts wash over you, consider the timeless dance between Stonehenge and the celestial bodies it honors. The monument stands as a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring fascination with the stars, inviting us to look up, ponder, and dream of the mysteries that lie beyond our earthly horizon. Let this gentle exploration of Stonehenge's secrets guide you into a restful slumber, wrapped in the embrace of the eternal night sky. As you let your imagination wander, picture the ancient landscape surrounding Stonehenge. Did you know that the area might once have been a dense forest? Over time, the land around the monument was cleared, possibly to provide an unobstructed view of the heavens. This open landscape allowed the worshippers of the time to see the stars in all their glory, creating a natural amphitheater that amplified their celestial observations. Imagine this: Stonehenge, in its heyday, might have been painted in vibrant colors. Some researchers believe that the stones could have been adorned with pigments, transforming the monument into a colorful spectacle that played with the light of the sun and moon. This artistic touch could have heightened its role as a sacred and ceremonial site, adding another layer of meaning to its celestial alignments. Speaking of the sun and moon, have you ever considered that Stonehenge might have been a kind of ancient observatory, not just tracking solstices and equinoxes, but also lunar eclipses? The precise arrangement of the stones suggests an intricate understanding of these celestial events. This knowledge would have been invaluable for agriculture and ritual, guiding when to plant crops and when to hold sacred ceremonies. Here's a fascinating thought: the stones themselves may have had acoustic properties. Some archaeologists suggest that the layout of Stonehenge could enhance sound, allowing music and chants to resonate within the circle. This acoustic phenomenon might have been used to amplify ritualistic performances, creating an immersive experience that connected the participants with the rhythm of the universe. Consider this: the builders of Stonehenge might have been skilled engineers who understood the principles of leverage and balance. The transportation and erection of such massive stones would have required sophisticated techniques, possibly involving rolling timber, ropes, and a profound understanding of physics. These early engineers succeeded in creating a monument that has withstood the test of time, a testament to their ingenuity and determination. Let me share a surprising idea. There is evidence to suggest that animals, such as oxen, may have been used in the construction process. These strong creatures could have helped pull the massive stones from quarries many kilometers away, their power harnessed in a carefully coordinated effort that united human and animal in a shared purpose. Now, consider the role of water in the landscape around Stonehenge. Some believe that nearby rivers and streams were essential in the transportation of stones, possibly serving as natural highways that eased the movement of these massive blocks. This strategic use of waterways would have been a clever solution to the monumental task of moving such heavy materials. Did you know that some of the stones at Stonehenge appear to have been intentionally shaped to fit together? This suggests a level of craftsmanship and architectural planning that is truly impressive. The stones fit so precisely that they form a cohesive structure, one that has withstood the elements for thousands of years, a silent witness to the passage of time. Speaking of time, imagine if Stonehenge served as a calendar, not just for the year, but for longer cycles as well. Some researchers propose that the monument's design might have been used to track the 19-year Metonic cycle. This would have provided an even more sophisticated understanding of time, aligning human activities with the rhythms of both the sun and moon. Let me tell you something intriguing. The location of Stonehenge itself might have been chosen for its unique geological features. The site is situated on a natural chalk plateau, which could have made it a prominent landmark in the landscape. This elevated position would have provided an ideal vantage point for observing the sky, making it a natural choice for a site dedicated to celestial events. Imagine the possibility that Stonehenge was part of a network of similar sites across Britain. Some archaeologists suggest that other stone circles might have served similar purposes, each one connected through shared cultural and astronomical practices. This network would have created a tapestry of monuments, each one a node in a complex web of ancient knowledge and spirituality. Consider the idea that the stones at Stonehenge could have acted as a form of time capsule. The alignments and arrangements might have encoded information about the culture and beliefs of its builders, preserving their understanding of the cosmos for future generations. As we continue to study the monument, we may uncover more of these ancient messages, unlocking new insights into the minds of those who constructed this enigmatic wonder. Did you know that recent archaeological discoveries around Stonehenge have revealed traces of ancient settlements? These findings suggest that the area may have been a bustling hub of activity, with people living and working in close proximity to the monument. This connection between daily life and the sacred site underscores the significance of Stonehenge as a center of community life. Reflect on this. Stonehenge, with its celestial alignments, might have served as a place for healing. Some researchers propose that the monument was used for rituals aimed at restoring health and well-being, guided by the perceived power of the sun and moon. This idea adds to the rich tapestry of meanings and functions that Stonehenge might have held for its ancient creators. In the quiet of the evening, as you reflect on these fascinating insights, let the gentle allure of Stonehenge and its celestial mysteries guide you into a state of peace. Imagine the ancient skies, filled with stars mirroring the monument below, each stone whispering secrets of a time long past. Allow these wonders to gently accompany you into dreams, where the past and present dance together in harmony under the starlit sky. As the veil of night draws near, let me share another intriguing aspect about Stonehenge. Imagine being an ancient observer, standing among those formidable stones, as you track not just the familiar sun and moon, but also more subtle celestial phenomena. Did you know that some researchers believe Stonehenge may have been used to predict solar and lunar eclipses? The alignment of the stones could serve as a guide to these awe-inspiring events, providing a celestial calendar that extended far beyond the everyday cycle of day and night. In the gentle glow of twilight, consider this. The blue stones at Stonehenge are believed to originate from the Preseli Hills in Wales, more than 200 kilometers away. This suggests a monumental feat of transportation and highlights the stone's perceived importance. The choice of such a distant quarry might be linked to cultural, spiritual, or even acoustic qualities of the stones themselves. Isn't it fascinating to think that these specific stones were worth such an effort? Here's a surprising thought. Some of the stones at Stonehenge exhibit a magnetic anomaly, which means they might have been selected for their unique electromagnetic properties. This characteristic could have contributed to their spiritual significance, invoking a sense of awe and mystery among those who gathered there to witness its celestial alignments. Imagine the early builders using the position of the sun to guide the construction process. The rising sun during the summer solstice aligns perfectly with the heel stone, which marks the entrance to the monument. This precise alignment is no accident and reflects a deep understanding of astronomy. Such knowledge would have been passed down through generations, forming a vital part of the community's identity. Speaking of traditions, did you know that the midsummer celebrations at Stonehenge might have been linked to fertility rites? The sun's life-giving energy was perhaps seen as a powerful force, symbolizing renewal and abundance. These rituals would have been deeply rooted in the agricultural calendar, marking the time to celebrate the longest day and the promise of a fruitful harvest to come. Let's delve deeper into the spiritual aspects of Stonehenge. Some theories suggest that the monument was aligned with the stars of the Orion constellation, known to have held significant cultural importance across various ancient civilizations. The alignment with Orion might have represented a connection to the afterlife, offering a celestial guide for the souls of the departed. Can you imagine the night sky as a reflection of earthly monuments, with stars leading the way? The builders' astronomical knowledge didn't stop there. There's evidence suggesting that Stonehenge was oriented to the lunar standstill, a rare event occurring every 18 to 19 years when the moon reaches its maximum and minimum declination. This alignment with the lunar standstill would have allowed for the prediction of complex lunar cycles, demonstrating an understanding far beyond basic timekeeping. Here's something to ponder. The acoustics of Stonehenge might have played a role in its function as a gathering place for community rituals. The circular layout could enhance the sound of voices and instruments, creating an enveloping auditory experience. This acoustic property, combined with the celestial alignments, might have intensified the spiritual atmosphere during rituals and celebrations, enveloping participants in a multi-sensory experience. Did you know that the orientation of Stonehenge could reflect a symbolic journey of the sun across the sky? The path of the sun, from its rising in the east to its setting in the west, may symbolize the cycle of life. This journey was mirrored by the physical journey through the monument, moving from light into darkness and back into light, a reminder of the eternal cycle of nature. Consider the possibility that Stonehenge was not just a place of observation and celebration, but also a site of education. The celestial alignments and intricate stonework could have served as a teaching tool, imparting astronomical knowledge to younger generations. In this sacred space, both the mysteries of the cosmos and the practicalities of survival were woven together into a single coherent narrative. Here's a captivating idea. The stones at Stonehenge might have been associated with specific star clusters or celestial events, each one marking a point in the sky. These stones could act as a map of the heavens, guiding the viewer's eyes to specific constellations or celestial occurrences. This map would have been a powerful tool for those seeking to understand and navigate the world around them. Reflecting on the connection between Stonehenge and the sky, one can't help but wonder if the monument served as a bridge between the earthly and celestial realms. The builders might have viewed Stonehenge as a sacred space where the energies of the earth and sky converged, creating a point of balance and harmony. It's a thought that invites you to imagine standing there, feeling the weight of the stars above and the solid ground beneath, united in a single cosmic dance. Finally, consider the role of intuition and imagination in the conception of Stonehenge. While today's science strives to uncover the technicalities of its construction and purpose, the original builders might have relied more on a deep-seated connection to the natural world. Their understanding of celestial alignments could have been as much a product of intuition and spiritual insight as of methodical observation. This union of intellect and spirit is perhaps the greatest legacy of Stonehenge, a reminder of the intrinsic bond between humanity and the cosmos. Imagine the ancient landscape around Stonehenge, a place that might have looked starkly different from today. In this serene setting, Early Britons gathered not only to celebrate celestial events but also to pay tribute to their ancestors. Did you know that burial mounds, known as barrows, surround Stonehenge? These mounds suggest that the area was considered sacred, serving as a link between the living and the spirits of the past. These burial sites were aligned with the monument, reflecting the belief that celestial and earthly cycles were deeply intertwined. Let me share something intriguing about the stones themselves. It is believed that the sarsen stones, the large upright stones forming the iconic outer circle, were transported from the Marlborough Downs, a distance of around 25 kilometers. Despite being significantly easier to obtain than the blue stones from Wales, their transport would still have required a tremendous communal effort. This collective endeavor might have served to unite the community, reinforcing social bonds as they worked towards a common goal. Isn't it fascinating to think of Stonehenge as not only a spiritual center, but also a symbol of social cohesion? Here's a captivating detail. Some of the stones at Stonehenge align with the major lunar standstills, a rare event that occurs every 18 to 19 years. This celestial phenomenon would have provided an opportunity for the ancient people to observe the moon at its highest and lowest points in the sky. The ability to predict such occurrences would have been a mark of prestige and power, enhancing the status of those who controlled the knowledge of the heavens. Speaking of celestial knowledge, there's evidence to suggest that Stonehenge might have functioned as an ancient observatory, tracking not only the sun and moon, but also the movements of Venus. The planet Venus, often visible in the early morning or evening, has held significant cultural importance throughout history. Its cycles might have been observed and recorded by the builders, who saw in its patterns messages from the gods or guides for agricultural activities. Now, consider the monument's orientation. The stone's alignment with the summer solstice sunrise and winter solstice sunset indicates a sophisticated understanding of the solar year. This knowledge would have been crucial for agricultural societies reliant on seasonal cycles for their survival. The solstices, marking the turning points of the year, were likely celebrated with feasts and rituals, acknowledging the sun's role in the cycle of life. Let's delve into the possibility of Stonehenge serving a medical purpose. Some researchers have proposed that the site might have been used for healing rituals, a place where individuals came seeking cures for ailments. The presence of blue stones, believed to possess mystical properties, could have enhanced the site's reputation as a healing center. While this remains speculative, it adds another layer to the multifaceted purpose of Stonehenge. Did you know that the layout of Stonehenge might have been inspired by earlier timber structures? The circular form of the monument is reminiscent of wooden post circles found in the same region. These timber circles, known as woodhenge, may have been used for similar purposes, suggesting a continuity of ritual practice from wood to stone. The transition to stone could signify a desire for permanence, a lasting testament to the community's beliefs carved into the landscape. Here's an interesting thought. The stones might have been chosen not just for their physical properties, but for their sound. When struck, some of the blue stones emit a ringing tone, akin to a bell. This acoustic feature could have been used in rituals, adding an auditory dimension to the experience of Stonehenge. Imagine the sound resonating through the circle, enhancing the spiritual atmosphere and connecting participants to the mystical energies of the site. Reflect on the idea that Stonehenge was part of a larger sacred landscape. Nearby sites such as Durrington Walls and the Avenue, a ceremonial pathway leading to the River Avon, suggest that Stonehenge was one element in a complex network of ritual spaces The alignment of these sites with astronomical events reinforces the notion that the entire landscape was imbued with spiritual significance, a testament to the builders' holistic understanding of their world. The construction of Stonehenge represents a convergence of knowledge, faith, and community. It's remarkable to think that, without the modern tools and technology we have today, ancient people were able to achieve such a monumental feat. Their ability to construct a site that aligns with celestial events speaks to their ingenuity and deep connection with the cosmos. It reminds us that our ancestors were keen observers of the world, capable of great architectural and astronomical achievements. Finally, consider the enduring mystery of Stonehenge. Despite centuries of study, many aspects of its purpose and significance remain elusive. This enigmatic quality is part of what makes Stonehenge so captivating, inviting us to ponder the lives and minds of those who once stood in its shadow. The stories of Stonehenge continue to unfold, a timeless puzzle that connects us to the distant past and the infinite sky above. Imagine standing within the stone circle as dawn breaks, the chill of the early morning air mingling with a sense of timelessness. Did you know that the Heelstone, a solitary megalith located outside the main circle, aligns with the sunrise on the summer solstice? It's as if the stone itself welcomes the sun, marking the longest day of the year with a gesture of cosmic greeting. This alignment isn't just a chance occurrence. It reflects a deep understanding of the solar cycle by the monument's builders. Now, speaking of alignments, let me share another intriguing feature: the station stones. 4 stones arranged in a rectangle within Stonehenge are believed to be aligned with the lunar cycle. This suggests that the ancient architects were not only concerned with capturing the solar year, but also had an intricate knowledge of lunar phases. Such an alignment would have allowed them to track the moon's path with remarkable precision. Here's something you might find surprising. The construction of Stonehenge spans several centuries, evolving through different phases. Each stage of construction introduced new elements, reflecting changes in architectural style and perhaps shifts in ritual focus. This long timeline highlights how Stonehenge was not only a static monument, but a dynamic center, adapting with the changes in societal beliefs and celestial revelations. Consider the ways Stonehenge might have been used as an ancient calendar. The monument's alignment with the solstices would have provided a reliable means of marking the passage of time. Moreover, the changing positions of the sun and moon throughout the year could have been observed through the gaps between the stones, offering a visual spectacle that guided agricultural and ceremonial activities. Have you ever thought about how Stonehenge could have served as a gathering place for ancient communities? It is likely that the monument attracted people from across the region, uniting them in shared rituals and celebrations. The communal effort involved in its construction and upkeep would have fostered a sense of identity and belonging, weaving the celestial alignments into the fabric of daily life. Now, let's delve into the possible acoustic properties of Stonehenge. Some researchers speculate that the arrangement of stones could have been designed to create specific sound effects during rituals. The unique placement and shape of the stones may have amplified voices or musical instruments, transforming the site into a resonant space where sound echoed with mysterious clarity. This auditory experience would have enhanced the sensory impact of the ceremonies held there. Speaking of sensory experiences, here's a thought-provoking idea. The orientation of Stonehenge might have been intended to enhance celestial observations. By carefully positioning the stones, the builders could have created sightlines that framed certain stars or constellations. This would have allowed them to monitor celestial movements with greater accuracy, embedding astronomy into the spiritual heart of their society. Did you know that the precise engineering of Stonehenge involved advanced techniques? The stones were shaped to fit together with remarkable precision, a testament to the builders' understanding of geometry and craftsmanship. Such skills were necessary not only to construct the monument, but also to ensure its durability across millennia, allowing it to stand as a lasting testament to their ingenuity. Here's an idea to ponder. The use of different types of stones at Stonehenge might have held symbolic significance. The sarsen stones and bluestones could have represented different elements or deities, their physical characteristics reflecting spiritual qualities. The choice of materials and their placement within the monument could have conveyed layers of meaning, accessible only to those initiated into the site's mysteries. Consider the possibility that Stonehenge was part of a larger ceremonial network across Britain. Similar stone circles and alignments can be found throughout the region, suggesting a shared cultural tradition that revered the cosmos. These connections hint at a broader understanding of astronomy, with Stonehenge serving as a focal point for this widespread network of sacred sites. Now let's explore the role of Stonehenge in marking significant astronomical events. In addition to the solstices, the monument might have been used to predict eclipses or other rare celestial occurrences. By observing the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, the builders could have anticipated these events, an ability that would have imbued them with a sense of control over the natural world. Imagine the impact of witnessing such a spectacle at Stonehenge, the sky darkening as the moon passed before the sun. The monument's alignments would have provided a perfect vantage point, adding to the awe and reverence inspired by these events. This connection between earth and sky would have reaffirmed the spiritual significance of the site, a place where the divine was brought down to the human realm. Finally, reflect on the enduring allure of Stonehenge's celestial alignments. To this day, people gather at the monument to celebrate the solstices, drawn by the same fascination with the cosmos that captivated the ancient builders. These timeless gatherings remind us of the continuity of human curiosity, our perpetual quest to understand our place within the vastness of the universe. As you drift off to sleep, let the mysteries of Stonehenge and the celestial dance of the stars and planets fill your dreams, a gentle reminder of the wonder that awaits us both in the past and in the skies above. Let me take you a little deeper into the mysteries of Stonehenge's celestial alignment and reveal more of its captivating secrets. Imagine for a moment standing in the center of Stonehenge during a full moon. Did you know that some researchers believe the monument's very construction might have been influenced by the moon's cycles? This idea is based on the theory that the stones were arranged in such a way as to capture the moonlight, casting shadows that would move as the night progressed, almost like a lunar clock marking the passage of time in a serene, silent dance. Another fascinating aspect is the concept of a lunar standstill, a phenomenon that occurs every 18 to 19 years when the moon rises and sets at extreme points on the horizon. Some scholars suggest that Stonehenge could have been used to track these lunar standstills, a feat requiring careful observation and planning. Imagine the dedication and knowledge it took to align the monument with such precision, a testament to the builder's sophisticated understanding of the heavens. Now, here's an intriguing thought. The blue stones used at Stonehenge were transported from the Preseli Hills in Wales, over 200 kilometers away. It's believed that these stones were chosen for their acoustic properties. They emit a distinct ring when struck, almost like a bell. This musical quality might have been part of the spiritual experience at Stonehenge, adding a layer of sound to the already awe-inspiring visual and celestial displays. Can you picture the sounds echoing among the stones, resonating with the rhythm of ancient rituals? Speaking of the stones, let's ponder the possibility that their very placement might have been a reflection of the stars above. Some researchers have proposed that the arrangement of Stonehenge mirrors certain constellations, serving as a terrestrial map of the sky. This would have allowed the builders to track the movements of specific stars, weaving astronomy into their daily lives and spiritual practices. One more element of Stonehenge's astronomical design is the heel stone, located outside the main circle. On the summer solstice, the sun rises directly over this solitary stone, casting a long shadow that extends into the heart of the circle. This alignment is not only a breathtaking sight, but also a reminder of the monument's connection to the solar calendar, marking the longest day of the year with perfect precision. Have you ever considered that the creation of Stonehenge might have involved collaboration between different cultures and communities? The diversity of stones and construction techniques suggests that the monument was the result of shared knowledge and resources, a unifying project that brought people together in pursuit of a common goal. This collective effort reflects the broader human desire to connect with the cosmos, transcending individual cultures to embrace a universal awe. And here's a curious fact. Some experts believe that Stonehenge may have been part of a larger landscape of ritual and ceremony. Nearby sites, like the recently discovered Durrington Walls, reveal evidence of large gatherings and feasting, suggesting that these areas were interconnected in a network of sacred spaces. This broader context highlights Stonehenge's role not just as an observatory, but as a central hub in a web of celestial and communal activity. The magnetism of Stonehenge's location itself is another point of fascination. Some have speculated that the site was chosen for its unique geological features, which could include magnetic anomalies that are not easily detectable. These anomalies might have influenced the choice of location, adding to the sense of mystery and otherworldliness that surrounds the monument. Let's not forget the human aspect of this ancient marvel. It's believed that Stonehenge was a place of healing and pilgrimage, where people gathered not just to gaze at the skies, but to seek aid and comfort. The site is thought to have been a destination for those in need, drawn by the spiritual power believed to be concentrated within its stones. This healing aspect, intertwined with the celestial alignments, would have made Stonehenge a place of profound spiritual significance. Another layer of complexity comes from the archaeological findings that reveal ongoing modifications to the site over the centuries. This suggests that Stonehenge was continually adapted to meet new astronomical and societal needs, reflecting a dynamic relationship between the people and the stars. Such adaptability speaks to the enduring relevance of Stonehenge as a tool for understanding the cosmos. Consider the impact of seasonal ceremonies held at Stonehenge. These gatherings would have been charged with energy and anticipation as the community came together to witness celestial events. The shared experience of watching the sun rise or set in perfect alignment with the stones would have reinforced communal bonds and a collective sense of wonder at the universe. Imagine the builders, standing among the stones at night, perhaps contemplating the vastness of the sky and their place within it. This connection to the cosmos, facilitated by the precise alignments of Stonehenge, would have been a profound experience, weaving together the spiritual, the astronomical, and the communal in a tapestry that still captures our imagination today. As you rest, let these thoughts of ancient ingenuity and celestial wonder guide you into a peaceful slumber. The story of Stonehenge is not just a tale of stones and alignments, but a testament to the enduring human spirit and our timeless quest to understand the mysteries of the universe. Did you know that Stonehenge is not the only ancient site aligned with celestial events? Across the globe, many cultures have constructed monumental structures that reflect their understanding of the heavens. For instance, the Great Pyramids of Giza are thought to align with certain stars in Orion's belt, suggesting a connection between earthly monuments and the celestial realm. This global phenomenon of celestial alignment points to a shared human desire to connect with the cosmos. Let me share something intriguing about the layout of Stonehenge. The monument's entrance is aligned with the summer solstice sunrise, but did you know it also aligns with the midwinter sunset? This dual alignment shows a sophisticated understanding of the solar cycle, enabling the ancient builders to mark both the longest and shortest days of the year. Imagine the knowledge and precision required to achieve such a perfect alignment, a testament to their astronomical prowess. Speaking of precision, have you ever considered the role of the moon in the design of Stonehenge? The monument's orientation and arrangement might have allowed for the prediction of lunar eclipses. The builder's ability to anticipate these celestial events demonstrates a deep understanding of the moon's cycles, highlighting their dedication to tracking and interpreting the rhythms of the sky. Here's a fascinating thought. The construction of Stonehenge involved not just architectural skill, but also complex mathematics. Some researchers suggest that the monument encodes geometric principles, like the Pythagorean theorem, long before these concepts were formally documented. This mathematical prowess adds another layer to the sophistication of Stonehenge, illustrating the advanced intellectual capabilities of its creators. You might find it surprising that Stonehenge was not built in isolation, but as part of a larger ceremonial landscape. Archaeological evidence indicates that the nearby avenues and pathways were aligned with solar and lunar events, creating a network of interconnected sacred spaces. This broader landscape was likely designed to guide pilgrims and enhance the spiritual experience, weaving the natural rhythms of the cosmos into the fabric of daily life. Can you imagine the soundscape of ancient Stonehenge? It's believed that the monument's circular design and stone arrangement could have amplified sound, creating an acoustically rich environment. This auditory dimension might have played a crucial role in rituals and ceremonies, enhancing the sensory experience and connecting participants with the divine through sound as well as sight. But here's a curious aspect. Some of the stones at Stonehenge contain microscopic fossils, remnants of ancient marine life from millions of years ago. These fossils serve as a reminder of the deep history embedded in the stones themselves, adding a layer of ancient life to the already rich narrative of the site. Imagine the stories these stones could tell, carrying within them the echoes of distant eons. Speaking of ancient life, the area around Stonehenge was once a lush environment teeming with wildlife. Archaeologists have uncovered remains of animals like aurochs, an extinct species of large cattle, suggesting that the surrounding landscape was once vibrant and full of life. This pastoral setting would have provided a stunning backdrop to the celestial events observed at Stonehenge, blending the natural world with the cosmological. It's intriguing to consider the possible use of Stonehenge as a social and political tool. The ability to predict and demonstrate knowledge of celestial events could have bestowed significant power and status upon the leaders or priests of the community. This control over astronomical knowledge might have reinforced social hierarchies and played a role in the governance of ancient society. And here's an interesting point. The alignment of Stonehenge might have served as a calendar, helping to regulate agricultural activities. By marking significant solar events, the monument could have guided planting and harvesting cycles, ensuring that the community remained in tune with the growing seasons. This practical application of astronomical knowledge underscores the monument's importance, not just as a spiritual site, but as a vital tool for survival. Have you ever wondered about the symbolic significance of the circle in Stonehenge's design? The circle could represent eternity, the cyclical nature of time, or the endless journey of the sun and moon across the sky. This shape, combined with the celestial alignments, may have embodied the community's cosmological beliefs, uniting their understanding of the universe in a tangible form. Here's something to ponder. Recent technological advances have allowed researchers to create detailed maps of the terrain surrounding Stonehenge, revealing previously hidden features like burial mounds and ancient pathways. These discoveries provide new insights into the complex landscape in which Stonehenge sits, suggesting that the monument was part of a vast, interconnected ceremonial area. Speaking of interconnectedness, it's fascinating to think about the exchange of knowledge and ideas that may have occurred between different ancient cultures. Some theories propose that long-distance trade routes facilitated the spread of astronomical knowledge, allowing communities to share insights and techniques. This exchange would have enriched the cultural and scientific landscape. And finally, consider the enduring legacy of Stonehenge as a source of inspiration and wonder. Today, thousands of people visit the site each year, drawn by its mystery and majesty. The monument continues to capture the imagination, serving as a bridge between past and present, reminding us of our timeless connection to the cosmos and the enduring quest to understand our place within it. As you drift into slumber, let these whispers of history and the celestial dance inspire your dreams, drawing you ever closer to the mysteries of the universe. As you find yourself relaxing deeper, let me share something truly remarkable about Stonehenge and its celestial alignment. Did you know that some experts believe Stonehenge might have been used as a kind of ancient observatory? The placement of its stones could have been strategically designed to track the positions of the sun, moon, and stars, providing a map of the heavens for those who stood within its circle. Imagine standing there thousands of years ago, witnessing the celestial movements mirrored in this monumental stone calendar. Here's an intriguing thought. Stonehenge might have been part of a sophisticated system for predicting eclipses. By observing the way the stones align with the sun and moon over the years, ancient astronomers could have forecast these rare and dramatic events with surprising accuracy. This ability to predict celestial phenomena surely would have been awe-inspiring, perhaps considered a divine insight. Speaking of divine insights, did you know that some archaeologists have found evidence suggesting that the site was not only a place of astronomical significance, but also one of healing? The discovery of skeletal remains with signs of healing after serious injuries points to the possibility that people traveled from afar to seek the site's mystical and curative properties. The stones' alignment with celestial bodies might have enhanced their perceived healing powers, linking the earthly with the cosmic in the minds of ancient peoples. And there's something rather curious about the construction of Stonehenge. The stones, known as blue stones, were transported over 160 kilometers from the Preseli Hills in Wales. The exact means of transportation remains a mystery, but it's thought that the builders might have used waterways and sledges, demonstrating an incredible feat of engineering and cooperation. This long journey and the stone's eventual alignment with celestial events underscore the significance placed on the site. Consider this captivating fact. Some researchers suggest that Stonehenge's alignment might also have been influenced by the star Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. Its rising and setting could have been marked by the stones, adding another celestial layer to the monument's complexity. Imagine the awe inspired by watching Sirius twinkle above the ancient stones, a brilliant point of light in the vast sky. Here's something surprising about the stones themselves. Recent studies using advanced technology have revealed that the blue stones resonate with a distinct sound when struck. This acoustic property might have been known to the builders, potentially used in rituals or ceremonies to create a harmonious connection between sound, stone, and sky. This auditory aspect, combined with the visual spectacle of celestial alignments, would have made for a truly immersive experience. Now, consider the role of water in Stonehenge's landscape. Some theories propose that the monument was aligned with nearby rivers and springs, creating a connection between the flow of water and the movement of heavenly bodies. This alignment might have symbolized the life-giving properties of water, linking the earthly and celestial in a sacred balance. Speaking of balance, did you know that the stones of Stonehenge are arranged not only to mark the solstices, but also to align with key lunar events? The moon's path is intricately woven into the design, perhaps used to track its cycles and phases. This dual alignment with sun and moon suggests a deep reverence for both celestial bodies and their influence on the natural world. Imagine the atmosphere around Stonehenge during a full moon, the stones casting long shadows across the plain. The interplay of light and shadow would have created a dynamic and ever-changing landscape, reflecting the shifting dance of the celestial bodies above. This visual spectacle might have been a crucial part of the site's allure, drawing people to gather and celebrate under the night sky. And here's another fascinating perspective. Some scholars believe that the construction of Stonehenge might have involved the use of sacred geometry. The precise measurements and angles incorporated into the layout could have held symbolic significance, reflecting the builders' understanding of mathematical principles and their desire to embody these concepts in stone. You may find it intriguing that Stonehenge's significance extended far beyond its immediate surroundings. The monument is thought to have been part of a network of similar sites across Britain and Europe, each connected by shared astronomical knowledge and cultural practices. This interconnectedness would have fostered a rich exchange of ideas, contributing to the development of sophisticated astronomical observation techniques. Finally, consider the enduring mystery that surrounds Stonehenge today. Despite all that has been discovered, much about the site remains unknown, its purpose and significance still debated by experts. Perhaps this enigma is part of its magic, capturing our imagination and drawing us closer to the wonders of the ancient world. As you reflect on these captivating details, let your mind wander through the mists of time, imagining the lives of those who built and revered Stonehenge. The monument's alignment with the cosmos serves as a timeless reminder of humanity's enduring quest to understand the universe, inviting you to dream of the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the stars. Let me take you on another journey through the mysteries of Stonehenge. Did you know that the site may have been a place of pilgrimage long before the stones were erected? Some archaeologists believe that a wooden structure existed at the site as early as 10,000 years ago. This ancient gathering spot suggests a long-standing sacred significance, where people came together under the open sky long before the monument we know today took shape. Here's a thought-provoking insight. The very ground Stonehenge stands on is part of a larger landscape of ancient sites. Nearby, you'll find burial mounds, known as barrows, that align with the monument and the rising and setting of celestial bodies. This interconnectedness hints at a larger sacred geography, where the living and the dead shared a space intertwined with the heavens. Speaking of connections, did you know that Stonehenge may have been part of a vast ceremonial route stretching across the landscape? The avenue, a long processional path leading from the River Avon to the monument, aligns with the solstitial sunrise, suggesting a ritual journey aligned with the sun's path. Imagine walking this ancient route, guided by the light of the stone circle. Astonishingly, some theories propose that the stones themselves were chosen not just for their durability, but for their unique geological properties. The Preseli bluestones contain minerals that are rare in other types of stone, possibly contributing to their perceived spiritual or healing power. Imagine the ancients selecting these stones with care, aware of their distinct qualities and the mystical aura they would bring to their sacred space. You might be intrigued to learn that Stonehenge's construction could have involved the use of ancient soundscapes. Researchers have suggested that the monument's layout amplifies and resonates sound, possibly used to enhance ceremonial activities. Picture the sound of rhythmic drumming or chanting reverberating through the stones, a powerful blend of auditory and celestial experiences. Here's something to ponder. The changing seasons and celestial events may have marked important moments in the lives of Stonehenge's builders. The solstices and equinoxes, marked by the monument's alignment, would have been significant times for agricultural societies dependent on the rhythms of nature. These events likely shaped the community's calendar, guiding them through the cycle of sowing and harvest, life and renewal. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to witness the night sky as our ancestors did? Thousands of years ago, without the interference of modern light pollution, the stars would have appeared brilliantly clear, a dazzling display above the ancient landscape. This uninterrupted view of the cosmos would have reinforced Stonehenge's role as a celestial observatory, a place where the heavens and earth seemed to touch. Another intriguing aspect lies in the way the monument aligns with not only the sun and moon, but also certain star clusters. Some researchers suggest that the constellation Orion, known in various cultures as a hunter or giant, might have held particular importance. The positioning of the stones could have mirrored Orion's belt, linking the monument to stories and myths that spanned cultures and generations. Surprisingly, there's even a theory that Stonehenge served as a kind of ancient healing center. The resonance of the blue stones, combined with their purported healing properties, might have drawn people seeking cures and relief. Visualize healers using the stones as both a backdrop and a tool, tapping into the site's mystical energies to assist those in need. Here's a fascinating find. Recent archaeological discoveries have unearthed evidence of feasting near Stonehenge. Animal bones and pottery suggest communal gatherings, possibly related to the monument's ceremonial functions. Imagine the camaraderie and shared purpose of these gatherings, where people came together to celebrate under the stars, united by common beliefs and traditions. This all leads us to ponder the incredible engineering skills of Stonehenge's builders. The precise placement of each stone, aligned so accurately with celestial events, speaks to an advanced understanding of astronomy and geometry. Can you envision the collaboration and ingenuity required to move and position these massive stones, each step a testament to human determination and skill? And here's a delightful piece of information. Some researchers believe that Stonehenge might have been painted in vibrant colors. Traces of pigments found on the stones suggest that the monument could have been a riot of color, its hues changing with the light of the sun and the moon. Imagine the stones not as stark monoliths, but as a lively, colorful testament to human creativity and expression. Did you know that recent research has uncovered a series of pits encircling Stonehenge, aligning with significant astronomical phenomena? These pits, discovered through new technology like ground-penetrating radar, might have been part of a complex system used to track the movement of the sun and moon. Just think about the precision and knowledge required to design such a system, rooted deeply in the natural cycles that governed life. Finally, as you drift into sleep, consider the lasting legacy of Stonehenge. Its enduring mystery captures our imaginations, inviting you to explore the wonders of the past and the infinite possibilities of the universe. The monument's alignment with the cosmos continues to inspire, a silent reminder of humanity's timeless quest to understand our place in the grand tapestry of the heavens. Rest now, wrapped in the ancient echoes of time, dreaming of the celestial dance that has guided us for millennia. As we delve further into the mysteries of Stonehenge, did you know that this iconic structure might have served as an ancient calendar? The stones are positioned to mark the passage of time, with specific alignments highlighting the longest and shortest days of the year. Imagine how this celestial clock would guide the planting and harvesting cycles, its silent stones keeping track of the sun's journey across the sky. Speaking of which, here's something intriguing. Researchers have found evidence suggesting that Stonehenge may have functioned as a large musical instrument. The unique shapes and placements of the stones create echoes and reverberations, making it possible that the monument was used in rituals involving music and sound. Can you imagine the harmonic tones resonating through the air, blending with chants and natural sounds? Another fascinating aspect to consider is the possibility that the bluestones, transported over vast distances, were intentionally chosen not only for their acoustic properties, but also for their visual significance. Some scholars proposed that the stone's visual contrasts under different lighting conditions could have played a role in ceremonies, shifting in color and appearance as the sun or moon moved across the sky. Picture the stones glowing under the moonlight, their hues transforming with every celestial event. Interestingly, there's a theory that Stonehenge was part of a larger network of monuments spread across the British landscape. These interconnected sites might have shared a common purpose or meaning, each one aligning with different celestial markers. Imagine an ancient pilgrimage route, with travelers moving from one site to another, guided by the stars and seeking spiritual fulfillment. Did you ever wonder about the influence of other cultures on Stonehenge's construction? Some researchers suggest that early visitors or traders from the Mediterranean or Near East might have shared advanced astronomical knowledge with the monument's builders. This exchange of ideas could have enriched the understanding of the night sky and led to the precise celestial alignments we see today. Here's a captivating thought. The monument's alignment with the major lunar and solar events may have been deeply tied to the spiritual beliefs of its creators. The cycles of the moon and sun were likely seen as powerful symbols of life and death, renewal and decay. The stones could have acted as a bridge between the earthly and the divine, marking transitions in the spiritual calendar. Surprisingly, recent studies show that the surrounding landscape of Stonehenge may have been more densely populated than previously thought. Archaeological digs have revealed evidence of nearby settlements, indicating that the area was a bustling community. This vibrant society likely revolved around the monument, its celestial alignments influencing daily life and seasonal celebrations. Here's something to stir your imagination. Some scientists propose that Stonehenge's builders might have used sophisticated surveying techniques to achieve its precise alignments. They might have employed simple tools like sightlines and plumb bobs, or even early forms of geometry to measure the positions of the sun, moon, and stars. Can you picture these ancient astronomers carefully plotting the heavens with rudimentary instruments, their minds attuned to the cosmos? Additionally, Did you know that Stonehenge might have served as a site for astronomical education? The monument's alignments and the patterns of light and shadow it cast could have provided a practical way to teach about the movements of celestial bodies. Imagine young learners gathered around the stones, their elders sharing stories of the heavens and explaining the cycles of the sun and moon. Continuing this thread, you might be intrigued to learn that some alignments at Stonehenge point to significant lunar events, such as the moonrise at its northernmost point. These alignments suggest that the moon's position was as crucial as the sun's to the monument's design, perhaps reflecting a dual cosmology where both celestial bodies held equal importance. Here's a delightful notion. The monument might have been the focal point for a series of seasonal festivals. These gatherings would celebrate the changing of the seasons, with people converging at Stonehenge to mark solstices and equinoxes. Picture these ancient celebrations, filled with music, dancing, and feasting, all taking place under the brilliant stars. Moreover, Stonehenge's connection to water is another fascinating detail. The nearby river Avon might have played a significant role in ceremonies, symbolizing a link between the earth and the sky. Some researchers suggest that the river's course, combined with the monument's alignments, created a sacred journey from water to stone, a path that mirrored the celestial pathway across the heavens. Did you know that Stonehenge's construction involved using materials from diverse locations, hinting at a vast network of trade and cultural exchange? The stones, sourced from distant quarries, speak of a society that valued the materials not just for their utility, but for their symbolism and spiritual significance. Imagine the builders working tirelessly to transport these stones, each one a testament to human tenacity and ingenuity. The monument stands as a silent witness to their determination, a legacy etched into the landscape by ancient hands. As we explore these fascinating facts, let your thoughts wander to the ancient skies, where our ancestors watched in awe as celestial bodies danced above. The harmony between Stonehenge and the cosmos remains a powerful reminder of humanity's enduring curiosity and our quest to understand the universe and our place within it. Let these stories guide you into a gentle slumber, where dreams of the stars and stones intertwine, whispering timeless secrets of the past. Let's delve deeper into the fascinating world of Stonehenge and its celestial mysteries. Have you ever considered that the monument's iconic horseshoe shape could have been intentionally designed to mimic the arc of the sunrise or sunset on significant days? This graceful form might have enhanced the spiritual experience of those witnessing these celestial events, like a sacred portal framing the sky. Interestingly, some experts believe that Stonehenge's builders might have used the monument to predict eclipses. By tracking the intricate dance of the sun and moon, they may have developed a rudimentary understanding of the patterns that govern these rare and awe-inspiring occurrences. Imagine the anticipation and reverence that would have filled the air as an eclipse approached, shadows and light playing across the landscape in an ancient celestial drama. Speaking of light and shadow, did you know that certain stones at Stonehenge cast long shadows that align with specific points on the horizon during solstices and equinoxes? This interplay of light and darkness could have served as a natural calendar, helping to mark time and guide agricultural activities. The stones silently marking the passage of the seasons, whispering to those who understood their language. Another intriguing possibility is that the site's orientation was influenced by the Pleiades star cluster, visible at certain times of the year. These seven sisters, as they're often called, may have had cultural or spiritual significance, guiding travelers or lending their celestial beauty to rituals held in the night. The builders of Stonehenge might have gazed upon these stars, feeling a connection to the wider universe. Did you know that the entire layout of Stonehenge may have been inspired by the structure of the Milky Way itself? The monument's circular arrangement could echo the swirling patterns of our galaxy, a reflection of the timeless and infinite nature of the cosmos. This cosmic mirror might have served as a reminder of humanity's place within the vastness of space. It's fascinating to consider that Stonehenge might have been part of a wider spiritual landscape, with nearby stone circles and earthworks contributing to a grander celestial design. Each site, with its unique orientation and purpose, could have formed a network of sacred spaces, tied together by the movements of the stars and planets, a tapestry of stone and earth woven by the rhythms of the heavens. Here's a thought that might surprise you. Some researchers propose that the original builders of Stonehenge could have been influenced by the movements of distant planets, like Venus or Jupiter. These bright wanderers in the sky, with their predictable paths, might have been incorporated into the monument's design, adding another layer of celestial complexity. Imagine the ancient astronomers tracking these planetary journeys, finding meaning in their patterns. On a more earthly note, imagine that the very ground Stonehenge sits upon was chosen for its unique geological properties. Some theories suggest that the chalky landscape and underground waterways might have heightened the site's spiritual resonance, creating a place where the natural and supernatural worlds could converge. This choice of location would have been no accident, but rather a deliberate decision to enhance the site's power. The symbolic importance of the number 3 is another intriguing aspect of Stonehenge. The monument's trilithons, with their 3-stone configuration, could have reflected a sacred trinity, perhaps representing the sky, earth, and underworld, or life, death, and rebirth. This triadic symbolism is a thread that runs through many ancient cultures, echoing across time and space. Let's consider the possibility that Stonehenge served as a dynamic theater where celestial events were reenacted as part of elaborate rituals. This open-air stage would have allowed participants to experience the cosmos in a deeply personal and communal way, standing in the shadow of the stones and feeling the energy of the universe pulse around them. The stones themselves might have been active participants, their positions and shapes enhancing the drama of the cosmic performance. Did you know that some archaeologists suggest the blue stones within Stonehenge may have been rearranged multiple times over the centuries? This evolution in design indicates that the monument was not a static structure, but a living one, adapting to the needs and beliefs of its community. Its transformation over time tells a story of changing priorities and evolving understandings of the cosmos. The alignment of Stonehenge with the solstices is well known, but did you know that its orientation might also have been designed to align with certain lunar standstills? These lesser-known astronomical events occur over an 18-year cycle, adding yet another layer of complexity and precision to the monument's celestial alignments. Imagine the dedication and knowledge required to incorporate such intricate details into its design. In addition to its celestial functions, Stonehenge may have acted as a center for healing, drawing people from far and wide seeking relief from ailments. The site's powerful energy, combined with the presence of sacred stones and flowing water, could have made it a place of rejuvenation and spiritual renewal. This healing aspect would have complemented its role as a place of astronomical observation and community gathering. Can you envision the ancient craftspeople who built Stonehenge, laboring with great care and skill to shape the stones and align them with the heavens? Their legacy endures in each carefully placed megalith, a testament to human ingenuity and a deep desire to connect with the natural world. Their understanding of celestial mechanics may have been far more advanced than we often give them credit for, a reminder of the enduring quest for knowledge. As you drift off, let your mind wander to the ancient past, where our ancestors stood beneath the stars, pondering their mysteries and crafting monuments in their honor. Stonehenge remains a silent guardian of those secrets, urging us to look up and wonder at the night sky, just as those who came before us did. Let these timeless stories of stone and star guide you into a restful sleep where dreams of the cosmos await.